Welcome to the charting tutorial within the Infront Professional Terminal, where we will take you through the tools you need to start using the charts to their fullest potential. Open a chart by typing in the instrument you require in the Find Anything field. Then click on Historical Chart. A bar which shows various time frames is at the bottom of the chart. The historical time frame is from 6 months and older. The intraday time frame is from 90 days until present. On the intraday time frame, T stands for ticks, which means that every trade during the day will be visible within the chart, and S stands for seconds, which shows every second that the chart updates. Please note that the 90-day intraday chart is only available within the Infront Professional Terminal. You can also change the time frame by clicking on the drop-down menu called Period on the upper left corner of the chart, where more time frame options are available. The biggest difference between any intraday or historical chart is the resolution available. You can easily change the resolution for these time frames by clicking on the drop-down menu next to All. For the intraday time frame, the lowest resolution is 1 minute, and the highest is 1 hour. For the historical time frame, it is possible to change between daily resolution, weekly resolution, and monthly resolution. To set a custom time frame, click on Custom, and another window will pop up. Under Date Range, you can set specific from and to dates. You can also change the resolution to suit your needs. By dragging the handle of the scroll bar back and forth, which you can find directly under the chart, you can easily move the time period. You can also zoom in and out of the chart by left-clicking directly in the chart. To zoom in, drag the cursor to the right, and to zoom out, drag the cursor to the left. Quickly change the stock you are viewing directly within the chart by simply typing the instrument name. By clicking Enter, the chart automatically updates with the chosen stock. Revert by using the same method. There are 2 ways to change the view of a chart. One way is by clicking the tab named Line Type on the upper left corner of the chart. Choose between line, area, bar, candlestick, and more. The second way to select a chart view is by clicking on the ticker square in the upper left corner of the chart, where a window will appear. Using the filter button, you can choose the chart that best suits your needs. The candlestick chart indicates where the stock opens and closes at the start and end of each day, along with the high and low during the day, which is indicated by the shadow under and over the actual candle. To customize the chart, click on the tab. In this settings menu, it is possible to change the line by clicking on the Set Style under Line, and this can be done for all different chart views, including area, line, bar, and more. Press Reset to default if you want to start over. Display is where you are able to add or remove information from the chart, such as chart data, period toolbar, show cursor, and more. Events, for example, by clicking on Adjust Dividends for, the dates for the dividend are visible at the bottom of the chart. You can also show relevant news by clicking on Show News. All the news that have been tagged with the relevant stock can be seen at the bottom of the chart. Adjust the axes, including showing or removing markers, labels, and more. And with Other, you can add things such as your legacy toolbar. The cursor function can be triggered by clicking on the cursor tab within the content bar. When you follow the chart line, you will see the actual value for each point in the top right corner of the chart. The cursor settings can be changed depending on your specific need. To do so, simply type Preferences in the Find Anything field, then go to User Interface, and then Charts, where there are several choices available. By choosing a vertical and horizontal line, and then automatic follow mouse, a free floating cursor has just been selected and therefore moves independently and not based on the chart line itself. This can be useful for technical analysis to see support and resistance levels easily. On the left of the chart, percentage change is visible, which is based on the time frame you have chosen. By hovering over the axes, the percentage change changes accordingly. To remove this feature, right-click on the right axis and then untick % left axis, and you will see that the left axis has disappeared. The Annotation tab in the content bar gives you the facility to draw within your chart. The most common annotation to use is the line annotation. Click on Line, then choose your start point. Press Ctrl on the keyboard and create a line directly in the chart by using your mouse to drag from one point to the other. Customize the annotations by right-clicking directly on the line where there is the choice to change the color, width, duplicate, or delete the line. The horizontal line feature is also available and is accessible by using the same method. However, to delete the horizontal line, right-click directly in the chart, then click on Delete Selected or Delete All. Annotations can be saved by clicking on the Annotations tab, then Save, Save As, or use the shortcut Ctrl-Shift-S. There are many technical indicators available within the Infront Professional Terminal. Technicals are distinguished by the fact that they do not analyze any part of the fundamental business, like earnings, revenue, or profit margins. The most effective use of technicals for a long-term investor is to help identify good entry and exit points for a stock by analyzing the long-term trend. The different indicators can be found under the tab Add Study in the toolbar. Add a moving average of 200 days. A moving average is a trend following or lagging indicator as it is based on past prices. The most common applications of moving averages is to identify the trend direction and to determine support and resistance levels. By smoothing out price action by averaging the price over a specific period, it is easier to spot a trend. You can also use moving averages as basic signals to spot the trend in a stock. Looking for crossovers, which is when the price of a stock moves from one side of the moving average to the other side, is common when using this moving average feature. Crossovers are used to identify shifts in momentum and can indicate that a change in the trend is about to follow. When a stock closes on the upside of a moving average, this is a positive signal. And when a stock closes on the downside of the moving average, this is a negative signal. A more advanced type of crossover is when a short-term moving average crosses through a long-term moving average. For example, add another moving average of 30. When the short-term moving average crosses through a long-term moving average on the upside. This is called a golden cross, and it is a positive signal. However, when the short-term moving average crosses through the long-term moving average on the downside, this is called a death cross. Therefore, the moving average can be used to your advantage to see the long-term trends in a stock. The most common moving average periods used are 200, 50, 30, 20, and 10 days. The MACD is a trend-following momentum indicator that shows the relationship between two moving averages of prices. When the green line is crossing through the red line on the upside, this is a positive signal, and when it crosses on the downside, this is a negative signal. This is a momentum indicator that you can use to see what kind of a momentum a stock has. The Relative Strength Index, RSI, is an indicator which compares the velocity or rate of change of an instrument's recent gains to its losses and shows this as an index from 0 to 100. RSI can be useful for identifying overbought and oversold levels and gives an indication of whether market conditions are bullish or bearish. Typically, readings below 30 indicate that a market may be oversold, while readings above 70 indicate that a market may be overbought. Once you have finished adding the technicals to a chart, it is possible to save a template. Click on the Template tab, Save as Template, then create a name for your template. You will be given an option to save the period and resolution. To find the template you created, open a new chart, click on Template, and simply choose the template that you have created. It is also possible to compare peers through the Add Compare tab, where there are many variables available for you to do a direct comparison. After selecting percentage change, simply type in the name of the other stock and press Enter. Both stocks are now visible within the chart, and it is possible to add as many stocks as required. It is also possible to compare stocks directly from your watch list. Mark the stocks you would like to compare, right-click and select Charts and Visualization. Then, Intraday Compare and select the comparison you require. If you want to learn more about watch lists, please ensure that you refer to the Watchlist tutorial. You can easily change the colors and fonts of a chart by using the Settings menu in the upper right corner. Click on Edit Colors and Fonts. The Share function, which can be found in the Setting menu also, allows for quick and easy sharing of a chart, whether this is through Twitter, email, copying the URL, or to another Infront user. The choice is yours. Should you have any questions, please contact support@infrontfinance.com.